In the half court, we got a little bit stagnant for stretches, and and we'll get back to refocusing on ways we can move and things of that nature. This week, we got another good week of growth, hopefully, in us. Well, a good shot, a great shot for that individual, and obviously these guys are. They're feeling pretty good about themselves right now and shooting some shots. My biggest deal is we can't settle. I think you want guys comfortable and hunting good shots for them, but we can't settle. And then so there's a context in shooting, which relates to time and score, fouls, things of that nature. I felt like they really softened their defense over the course of that game, and we settled for a lot of threes. And individually, I talked a little bit to some of the guys during the game, and we'll try to clean that up this week. But I don't want to take their confidence in their spirit. You want guys when they shoot shots, you want them feeling comfortable that they can make them. I don't want them sitting there questioning themselves. I'll just try to maybe help them have a little better framework for making that decision. Well, I thought from St. Mary's to this, we were much better just defensively, not with effort, but just clean and not fouling as much. You can pressure and be aggressive, but if you're fouling, it negates hustle. And then, the teams are going to shoot a bunch of free throws, which, is the easiest way to score. So I thought we made gains there. And then, offensively, we finished a little bit better than we did against St. Mary's, but I still think there's room for growth there as well. I was. Our bigs turned the ball over too much. In this offense, the bigs have to handle the ball a lot. And, there's, that can be concerning if they're turning it over. Bigs tend to have high turnovers numbers in this system, so we've definitely got to work to get them lower. I think our bigs combined in the first half had 8 turnovers, and I think we had 11, and we did a much better job taking care of the ball in the second half. But I think if you go back and look at those turnovers, it's an illegal screen here, an illegal screen there, forcing the ball into the post here and there, that type of stuff. We'll definitely address that on film this week. I don't think I have any, concerns, other than a coach heading into starting the season, just to hope your team's, ready to compete. And, and at the end of the day, I think at the start of the year, when it starts coming to games, your biggest concern is how do guys respond to adversity? And, are they able to make adjustments in game? Are they able to execute a plan that you've put in place for that game? Those are the things you practice and you go over and practice, but they got to show when the lights are on. So, just keep growing in that area. But, I thought Benn really, showed me something this week. He didn't necessarily have, the best scrimmage or even the best week of practice, couple weeks of practice overall, but he kind of was trending up as we approached this thing. And he just really showed me just a different level of control and pace that he was playing with today that I think is going to really serve him and serve us well. Well, Christian's, I think Christian has potential to be an all-conference player. Obviously Christian had a great stat line, but I got really high expectations for him. I didn't feel like he played his best game today. And, I thought there was a couple, scenarios there, and I'm nitpicking, but where, I thought he reverted a little bit. But, Christian worked really hard this offseason, and he's really had a good fall camp for us. But having a fall camp and having a good season are two different things. So now we need the things he did in fall camp to translate to these games where he really gets his confidence and understands how good of a player he is. And I expect Christian to be as productive as he was tonight all season. I remember him shooting one other three in a similar circumstance in an inter-squad scrimmage we had early in the year, and he airballed it. And I told him, there goes your one chance. And so good for him. He's really worked hard. And he's changed his shot. We're hoping that'll translate. The three is great. I'm more concerned about the free throw percentage. I think that's where there's going to be more free throws than threes. So, good for him, but he's worked hard. And when he let go of that shot, it looked into me the moment it left his hand. Yeah, I think that's, be a little bit of a work in progress. And, hopefully we're adding Pella back more by more, week by week. And I think, Pella's a really good player. And he fills a lot of gaps, and he gives us a lot of lineup versatility. And so, I'm comfortable, and I'm comfortable with Adama and Shane. I think those guys are growing. And if they get opportunities, they're going to perform. They're young. So they're maybe a little bit excited. And, I think you guys see Adama has he has something special in him. I don't know how much we're going to see it this year, but moving forward, I mean, I think this kid's going to be really, really good. And I think the same thing with Shane. I mean, Shane kind of got baited into taking a couple threes, and he's worked hard on his shot. I don't know if it's that he needs to hang his hat on that yet, but I think that drive he had in the first half where he kind of cut across the lane with his left hand and kissed it off the glass is something he could do a lot of.
He feel great, playing in front of the fans, like an actual game. We played like 1 month ago, the red and blue game, but this is different. It's us playing against another team, so it feels really great to be out there with my teammates and play. I felt great, I felt great. I mean, I think I only played like 14 or 16 minutes, so I think I still need to be in better shape, because the way he wants us to play, we need to be in good shape. And I mean, I felt great today, and yeah, I'm going to keep working on it.
Yeah, I mean, all of us guards get a lot of shots, and me and Kerr do a little bit of our ball handling stuff, our PG stuff, but yeah, a lot of us guards work together, and then obviously we have our individual stuff that we do as well on our off days or whenever we want to get extra work in. So we play one stew practice and stuff like that. So it's always good competition whenever. We'll probably look over film, and I'm sure, I know they're going to look over film and just find the areas that we didn't do great at and try to fix those, because you always want to be perfect. You're never going to be perfect, but you want to try to be. So I think there's going to be a lot of areas of improvement that we can do. We have a good amount of time to get ready for our first game. So yeah, I think there'll be a lot of things that we can work on. Yeah, I honestly, I'll take the best shot that there is. If that's passing or making the open shot, I'm confident in my shot. So whenever I'm open or I'm feeling pretty good, I'm going to take it, and shoot it confidently. But we got a lot of guys who can shoot on this team. As y'all saw, my boy CeeLo hit a 3 top of the key today. But yeah, it's just confidence and you trusting in the work that you put in behind the scenes. So.
I mean, I was open, so I shot it, but I mean, I know that's not what the team needs from me, but I mean, just one time.
Cash money.
I mean, we talk about it. He told me like I can take like one a game, but it depends on the game. It depends on the game, like the flow of the game, how I feel. But if I'm that open, I think, and it was an exhibition game, so I think I can take that.